Now I'd like to play Ave Maria by Franz Schubert. And due to the fact that I absolutely cannot sing, well, I'm going to be playing Franz Liszt's arrangement for solo piano. And this is one of those pieces that Schubert wrote in the last few years of his short life. He died at the age of 31 in 1828. And in those final years, plagued with illness, he knew his time was limited and set about to compose really as much as he possibly could. I read, that he would fall asleep wearing his spectacles, wake up with his glasses still on because of the fact that he was writing music until the moment he fell asleep and from the moment that he woke up. So that's just truly remarkable. And in addition to that, when he died, he was pretty much unknown in Vienna except for a small group of devoted friends. And he was penniless. He would play background music rather in bars in Vienna just for a few scraps of food to eat. And this was all while he was extremely ill and dying, actually. So he wrote this with a different text than what we're used to. We usually hear this, if you hear Pavarotti or Perry Como sing this, you'll hear them sing it with the Latin Hail Mary text in Latin. But Schubert wrote this with a text from Sir Walter Scott, The Lady of the Lake. It's an excerpt of that poem translated into German. Also a prayer to Mary, so the first words of the melody, they actually are Ave Maria, but the rest is different. It's German, it's just different. But what Liszt does here, so Liszt came across Schubert's music after Schubert had died. And Liszt just couldn't believe what he was experiencing with Schubert's music. And these arrangements of Lieder, of songs that Liszt did, this is one of those that I'm going to play now. This was a central part of Liszt's early days as a virtuoso pianist. If you've heard of Listomania, well, that's what this was part of. In the 1830s and 40s, Liszt gave these recitals and he was just, adored like a rock star of today. And in those concerts, he played his own arrangements of Schubert, and that was part of what endeared him to the public. So Liszt actually, in addition to sort of being self-promoting, he promoted Schubert after Schubert had died, and he made Schubert's music popular. So we can be very grateful to Liszt for that. And what you're going to notice is that in the beginning, it's pretty much Ave Maria as we're used to it. He doesn't change it or alter it. But later on, Liszt adds more of, let's just say, Liszt. He... like, I was trying to imitate doing Happy Birthday in this style of Liszt. These curls and things. I had some wrong notes in there, but you know what I'm saying. These extra notes, these arpeggios and additions, that's central to Liszt's style. But he's not doing that just to show off. He's doing that to make this music work as a piano piece. Without that, it would get dull. Without words, without the voice. So that's how Liszt transforms Ave Maria into a solo piano work. So this is Schubert Liszt, Ave Maria.